Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Uneducated MMA. I'm your host with the most, Wander Bread. Glad to bring you a year-ending episode. Granted, I know this is going to come out at the top of 2025, but you know, we wanted to wait for the year to fully end, and Uneducated MMA is here to bring you the Uneducated MMA Award. No. I'm telling you, we got to get the firework budget.
I know. We'll get it with the plyometrics. What is that? Is that how it's?
Pyrotechnics.
Pyrotechnics.
I think plyometrics is like a stretching thing. We'll look it up. The comment section, don't let us know. And of course, I'm joined by the BMF himself, REG.
Hell yeah. We're here another year.
Excited.
UFC about to come back.
UFC 5 career going crazy.
I'm fiending, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's only been like a month and a half.
It's too long.
We're watching like random videos.
Every Saturday, I'm like shaking at my window like, I need it.
This is fucking watching like old fucking UFC.
Listen, I know.
I already know what's going to happen.
We were talking a lot of smack about like the fight nights being kind of whack, but I feel like you miss them now, you know?
A good fight night would be nice.
It'd be nice right now. UFC, we
real.
apologize. We're sorry. Oh, hold on. I got a notification that this just in. Justin!
I'm out here.
Notified.
It's like the Juan joke equivalent. I feel like I was gonna be like, I just got told. I got a letter.
This just in.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Just
Justin's here.
That's gonna be the intro. Just dun, 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 breaking news. This just in.
Oh, yeah.
Fire. But yeah, man, we're here to bring you the year-end review. We're going to talk about the highlights, the lowlights, all the moments I cried on my couch and the moments I was screaming and annoying the neighbors. A lot of degeneracy over the year.
For sure.
Dog, I feel like as the years go by, I just get more and more into the sport. I can start to tell when I'm watching Contender Series and I'm watching like the what is it called? The Ultimate Fighter and all those kinds of things. That's when I know I'm like too deep.
Yeah, when you catch yourself watching bare knuckle boxing and the little other fighting, you start realizing like, damn, I'm getting deep into this.
Shout out Street Beefs on YouTube.
Yeah, remember World Star fucking street comps?
Well, that's when it started, man. That's when it started.
And
now you
be
see
fighting in the parking garages and shit.
Do you find that now you're seeing those like online videos getting a little bit more technical? You feel me? The fighters aren't just swinging. You're like, that guy knows a little Muay Thai. You know?
Yeah, they're setting up some nice fights in the
bro,
backyard.
there's this
You're
video
picking
that
up the
every now and
techniques.
then it goes like viral on Twitter. It's this shorty who's like almost fully naked. She's fighting some other girl in a parking lot. And you see her get in a perfect like wrestling takedown stance, sweeps the leg, grabs the single leg, drives, and brings her down. You're like, where did you learn that from? What was that?
That's just experience.
It's either experience, you're like, yo, she grew up with brothers. Something like that. Like, she just straight up just like got her with the single leg. It was wild.
Bro, that reminds me, super old video went viral. This one white dude about to fight this one Mexican dude, right? And then it looked like he didn't know how to fight, and out of nowhere,
parking garage.
Yeah, no, it was like outside street, like outside of school or something, right? It looked like he didn't know how to fight, and then he just jumped into like that stance.
And
then he was like, and he knocked him out. He knocked the Mexican dude out.
It's
wild.
I don't remember who the comedian was, but I'm blanking on who it was, but I know that there was like a joke that it was just like the moment you see them slapping their knees like they're ready to do something,
Kevin Hart.
you gotta watch out. It's Kevin Hart, You're like, you gotta watch out. But it's true. Bro, nowadays you don't know who's trained. If you don't see the cauliflower ear right away, you gotta watch out.
That's why I always like for the future. I'm planning on throwing a high kick first, just to fucking.
You gotta throw him off the game.
Just to
now I know.
What am I getting myself into now? There's a little sense of like intimidation.
He tried to Liu Kang bicycle kick me in the beginning of the fight.
You gotta go loco.
He's just stretching for no reason. He's like, what's going on over there?
Oh shit!
He's prepping a little different. Everybody else is like immediately yelling and screaming, and you're over here just like
wasn't prepared for a kick today.
Getting ready to Tai Chi.
Yeah,
it's too good. All right, guys. Before we get into the rankings of everything, let's get the general feel. How do we feel about 2024?
2024 was
Insane.
one of the best fighting years of my life.
Facts.
I feel that.
I'd agree with that.
A lot of great moments. We had a lot of like I feel like moments that had you go like, damn. Like this sport is just
legendary. Uncle Dana, bro.
Like
picking the cards right.
They figure it out. I'm not gonna lie. The UFC be figuring it out. I feel like overall in MMA, there's been a couple of moves that have been made when it comes to other organizations like the PFL and whatnot that it doesn't make any sense to me. But the UFC has just managed to make it where it's just like they show you why.
They know how to market it well. Yeah. They know how to like match the fights.
They know how to keep you locked in and engaged and everything. Like I said, even the fight nights that we like every now and then we're like, this isn't that good. We're still watching. I'm still on that couch on that Saturday, still watching every single Saturday. So they still got my money.
Yep. Like for example, I love boxing. I grew up on boxing, but the way they promote it or build it up is not the same how UFC.
Yeah.
Like, other than Jake Paul, bro, I don't know. No one's like really promoting like that to
right?
build up a huge fight. Like UFC, they be building up these huge fights every week or every other week.
Only like certain Canelo or like Tank Davis.
There are those ones that definitely get like the general public like to get into it. That's when it starts like bleeding out into like social media and things like that, and that's when people will like tune in. But then you also have like you brought up like Jake Paul, like you have the Netflix now starting to get into sports. I know that soon they're gonna have like
crazy.
I know, but to be fair, I was told I didn't watch the game, but I was told that the Christmas football games went well. Like, there was no issue whatsoever. Okay. So it seems like they're doing better on that. WWE, what is it, Monday Night Raw is going to be on there.
I might start watching again.
So, yo, my boy, shout out Gabe.
After 20 years.
He was telling me, he was like, listen, I think that now that it's on Netflix, we should get back on the wave. He went to the live show in Boston the other day, and he was like, yo, it was pretty lit. I'm not going to lie.
So what I found out is that on Netflix, not only are they going to show Monday Night Raw, they have everything that ever happened.
That's going to be a problem.
Wrestling history. So you can binge watch.
So how Peacock has it?
Oh, they had the what is it? The WWE Network. They had like the history of the WWE.
You can watch 1998 Royal Rumble. You can watch every Royal Rumble ever.
Right,
you know what I mean?
See, my thing is I feel like I'm going to get lost watching the old school stuff instead of the new stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a while. I stopped watching, I feel like, in 2010, 2011.
Yeah, once The Rock bounced, I was like, all right.
But the thing is, he'd be back. Here and there.
Yeah, but it ain't the same.
Like 1 foot in, 1 foot.
John Cena was wearing camo shorts when I stopped watching. He's back to jorts right now.
Oh,
but he was wearing the camo with the military.
I stopped watching.
I couldn't even see him.
With the jorts, for sure. Yeah.
I feel like that's the era when you can tell.
The jorts.
Yeah.
The jorts era. We got to bring those back.
Yeah, imagine.
Stunner shorts.
Batista was a beast, bro. There was no way Rey Mysterio was beating everybody.
Monday Night Raw guys or Friday Night SmackDown? I was SmackDown.
I was SmackDown.
See, that's
Thursday.
That's how old we are.
Yeah,
SmackDown used to be on Thursdays.
Nah, Friday night.
I was a Thursday night SmackDown guy. The Rock show.
Raw though.
Nah. Friday Night SmackDown was it. They had The Undertaker, Batista was on there. The Great Khali, Rey Mysterio was on there.
I think who was it? I think The Rock back was in SmackDown.
Triple H, come on.
Triple H was in Raw.
They did have Triple H. Shawn Michaels was on Raw. DX kind of ran that whole thing. They had them for a while. Randy Orton, John Cena.
I used to love to hate Randy Orton. He was a dude
that's
you
when you know they do a good job. When
you
you actually were
like,
yo, get this man off my screen, bro.
But
I was there, bro.
I love to hate Randy Orton, but I really hated Kurt Angle. Like, I just yo, get this man out of here.
Yeah, he's perked out.
Yeah, like,
Kirk Angle.
Kirk Angle's one of my favorites now.
Nah.
Now you appreciate it, right?
I appreciate how cool
I still don't.
Yeah.
I still don't.
I just love the
He's like that wrestling guy from South Park.
Him and Shawn Michaels, 2008 Vengeance. I had that on DVD that my mom got me one year for Christmas. And I remember that was the one where Shawn Michaels got on like the turnbuckle, put Kurt Angle on like the announce table, and just yeeted himself all the way over there.
Yo, they would do elbow?
Yeah, with the elbow. They were doing crazy stuff,
No fear, bro.
None whatsoever. But shout out to them.
Yeah.
How do we get here from UFC?
Yeah, because wrestling is
it's because Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
Netflix, UFC, streaming.
Making a deal with Netflix soon.
So that's what I want to see when it comes to 2025. That's one of the topics that I threw on here is I want to see where the streaming rights go because it's not just them. There's a few people that are now their contracts are up with where they're streaming at. And we'll see if they decide to stay with ESPN or they decide to go with one of these other players because, like, I'm going to be honest with you, if the TKO group that already owns WWE has a signing with Netflix, I mean, it makes sense for them to just get them as well and make Netflix huge. Like, that's a big,
it would make Netflix a lot huge.
Move.
But they can't be buffering like that, though. For live events, they can't be.
What do you think, though? Do you think that it's going to be that it's just like, yo, you have Netflix, you have access to all this stuff, or do you think they're still going to charge
No, it's just the premium. It's the premium. So it's just like there's the free one with ads.
Yep.
There's the premium without ads, and then there's the ultra premium if you want to have live events.
You're adding the sports package and whatnot, basically.
Exactly. That's all it is.
I can see that because like Hulu does that now.
Yeah.
Hulu gets you set up like that.
So the Christmas football game was free.
So that's what I'm saying.
So
like
I don't
feel
think
like,
it's whatever. If you have Netflix, you get to watch this.
because like
They're
right,
probably just trying to bring people in with
this
that.
is the model right now.
I'm sure they'll charge eventually.
You pay the monthly for
Pay-per-views.
ESPN Plus, you get the fight nights for free. Pay-per-views, you still got to pay like $85 or whatever it is for it. So like that's a little different. I feel like if they do the same model, I can see it, but it makes more sense for them to have like a premium package that gives you like the live sports like Hulu does. I'd rather pay for that and just like not have to every month add a whole nother subscription. Like it doesn't make any sense. All right,
but I was gonna say Netflix has to stop with that whole if you are at a different Wi-Fi location.
Yeah.
See, that's how they're trying to. Trying to clock
All my
people.
shit's again like, yo.
Bro, to everybody that, and I know you're watching right now, the amount of emails that I get of somebody trying to log into my Netflix somewhere else, and it's either a family member or somebody that I'm like haven't spoken to in years, and they're just like, "Yo, let me
Use that same password, right?
Let me just get. I'm kicking everybody off. This is the notice. I'm starting the new year fresh. Everybody's getting off my
nobody's
subscriptions. I'm staying with that in my house, bro.
Wonder Bread #1.
Bro, I thought about it the other day, and I was just like, I used to like trade these, and then I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, I'm paying for everything right now.
Yeah.
I haven't traded with anybody for anything because they keep locking people out like that. So at this point, I'm swapping it up on you people.
Netflix got to recognize where they came from. Come on, man.
All right, from the streets, bro. Come on.
Man, I pay for HBO, and that's the only thing I pay for. I got everything else free.
I pay for.
What you be watching on
We'll,
HBO?
we'll talk about how you have that free after the show, and you let me know.
All right.
Got that jailbroken Fire Stick. Shout out Roku.
Yeah.
I got you. I got a plug. It's an Instagram link. Don't worry about it. All right, guys. So we started this episode to talk about the 2024 year in review of MMA, UFC.
Get
mainly.
it.
All right. This has been a lot of topics that we decided to go over. We spent some time trying to figure out what would be the best kind of big ones to go over. There's been a lot of publications going over a lot of awards. And honestly, I think we're just going to give you the big ones that everybody and the grandmother wants to know.
Yep.
So we normally start our episodes when we're talking about a UFC fight card, or we're going to go top to bottom. I was waiting for it.
I'm gonna spit out my drink.
And we're gonna go, or how we're gonna do it. So in this situation, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I'm gonna let you guys figure it out. Do we want to start off big with fight of the year, or do we want to go into the subcategories and just kind of figure out like KO of the year, submission of the year?
Go big or go home, man.
Go bigger than home.
boom.
All
Go
right,
big or go
man.
home.
I already know I'm
Drop
gonna
the
say for all
fireworks.
three of us. I already
Big
know
bang,
what the
big
fight of
bang.
the year is. Everybody's
Fight
gonna
of
have
the
the
year?
fight of the year.
Fight of the year.
Everyone's gonna have the same answer.
We'll
and if I'm
see.
wrong, I'm wrong. But Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje at UFC 300
That knockout
was the best
insane.
fight
greatest-
of the
It's
year.
the way, it's just the delivery of it. The way it was presented, it was very
the
legendary.
The entire build up to the event, the fact
BMF,
that
bro.
Max Holloway was moving up in weight, people didn't know where he was at in his career, considering the fact that it didn't seem like he had what it takes to be able to become the champion at his weight division. So he had to move up, and he wanted to take on a bigger and badder challenge. And he decided to go up against Justin Gaethje, the killer, the man that's the human highlight reel, knocking
Facts,
people out
bro.
left, right, and center, the BMF champion himself, minus you.
Yeah, right.
It was a tall task that he decided to take on, leading up to one of the greatest events that UFC has put on at UFC 300, a mark in their history. And
And
Max
then the
Holloway,
way Holloway did it,
dude,
even though he was winning like the whole fight,
he was. Listen, he.
I think it was first round he broke his nose,
didn't
right?
have
Off rip.
He didn't have to like.
He didn't have
go
to.
blow.
That's what shows
It
he's
was-
a BMF, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say here. The stakes that were put on there, and the fact that this was the BMF title, and he was like, "Oh, if I'm winning this, I'm proving it to you."
let's
And
give
he
these
still
people
gave
a
him a
show.
shot.
Yeah.
He's like 10 seconds left, right here, right now, and it produced, I would argue, the greatest highlight clip I've ever seen
Yeah, I think it's one of the
in
greatest
any
moments.
sport
Yeah.
of all time.
Gaethje was
Like we're talking,
Leaping, bro.
we're talking like
Last
what's on the line.
second too.
What like? There's no like name me another sport that you could be like. We're going to talk about how far ahead he was to give somebody an opportunity, because in point systems
Yeah,
you can't really give somebody that option.
Say, here, you want that fade?
Like
Let's
even
go.
Brady
Right here.
throwing a Hail Mary, bro.
But that's the thing.
Crazy.
If you're above like only like one touchdown, that's
Yeah.
not a far enough gap like how
Like,
Max had
exactly,
Justin.
exactly.
Like he really gave him. Here is your chance to win
Yeah,
this and
exactly.
shock everybody.
Here's my comparison. Let's say the Celtics are up 25 against the Lakers, you know? And Tatum's
I
like,
can
yo,
see that.
LeBron, one-on-one right now, you score on me, you win. That's pretty much the equivalent.
Yeah.
That's how I would put it.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I would put it. Like it's a right
Very
now, right here, go
great.
big, go home. This is your one moment.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Like you're sacrificing so much.
Bro, he was
Exactly.
up. All the scorecards. Nobody. I think he was up all 4 rounds going into the 5th. He did it for the people.
Exactly.
We need to give these people a show.
Dude, it was
UFC 300.
Much respect on Holloway on that one.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I can already tell by the way that we're talking about it. This is definitely not gonna be the only time we're gonna be talking about this fight on this night. But I'm telling you guys, like, that was a moment to kick off the year too. Mind you guys, UFC 300 started off like 2024. That was one of the first big cards of the year. So that was a moment that just set the bar this high, and no one was able to clear it the entire year. In my opinion,
all the cards after that were like, it like set a tone for like
how you had to present yourself for sure. How you had to, because then even then you saw after that moment in other fights, whether it be a fight night or it be in a pay-per-view, of other people trying to be like, oh, right here, and it didn't have the same energy. Like it didn't do it. You know what I mean? And he was just
trying to recreate that moment. They just couldn't.
It was magical, man. It was just a moment where it was.
That's gonna be forever. That's one of those forever moments.
Now, so was I right? Did I speak for everybody here? Did you guys have a different fight of the year? Because
that was definitely legendary.
Fight of the year.
Definitely up there.
So it sounds like I was right. Sounds like that was your fight of the year.
There was a lot of good knockouts though. Yeah. Like,
see, knockout of the year, we're gonna go. That's different. Yeah, we're gonna go into those.
Fight of the year.
Fight of the year. What is the one that
that's a BMF fight, bro? And he.
It was that one.
It was that one.
It was that one. Listen, like I said earlier, before we started the cameras, I definitely had some runner-ups. Yeah. I'm going to go into those. But I would say that's my fight of the year. Runner-up, and we were watching it. Granted, the Mick Wi-Fi in here was kind of buffering a little bit.
Double knockout.
No. Well, no. That one was
a crazy knockout. That was a crazy knockout. Not fight of the year, but a good knockout.
Daniel Zellhuber versus Esteban Ribovic at UFC Noche was a slugfest. Yeah. Those are two guys that like straight up showed their best abilities, and they were going after it all 15 minutes.
Yeah,
that one was crazy. That one was one where I, at the end of it, stood up and was clapping in my living room like, you guys put it all on the line. Like, that was insane.
Yeah.
After that, this is a bias, Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree.
That was one of my favorite fights.
That fight was
because of how hard
it didn't hit fight of the year, but, man, the fact that they were like, no takedown. Yeah, this is right here.
Fought his ass off.
All respect in the world gained by everybody. I feel like you couldn't watch that and not become a fan of his.
Yeah.
I got to put him up there. I
agree.
But doesn't Pereira have like the record right now for like holding his like defending his belt within like I think it's like within the most fights? Like the most recent
fights? I feel like
fights?
I can see him having
He's
something
defended
like
his
that
belt
within a short period of time.
With a short period of time
I feel
record.
like I can see that happening because you got to think about it like
there was a call out with McGregor.
We're gonna talk about him anyway. Fighter of the year for me, man.
Yeah,
Alex Pereira.
Pereira for sure.
Yeah, Pereira's up there.
One of the most active fighters the entire year. Like, not only is he one of the most active fighters, but he's a champion, so he's putting a lot on the line as well.
He's fighting a lot of great fighters.
All challengers welcome, except I guess what's his name?
Yuri?
Well, no, not even Yuri.
Yuri
he beat Yuri too.
This is how bad it is. No, Ankalaev. Ankalaev is the only one that he hasn't been able to, get his matchup. So we'll see how that happens in 2025. But
I don't think he's gonna fight Ankalaev. You think he's gonna fight Ankalaev next?
I don't know, man. So, there was a whole tweet that was posted. This is why I wanted to wait until after the actual like December 31st because there's like always those last bit of news and people chirping at each other near the end. So I wanted to bring it up. But there was a tweet that he put out where he was just like, I'm fighting, but it's not Ankalaev. So like, what are you talking about? Because you look at the rankings, you're like, bro, you've already beat half of these dudes already.
Yep.
Other than that, I don't really know what other matchup we're gonna do here. Ankalaev is the #1 contender, and you're still saying it's not him. Who are we fighting? Like, what is going on here?
Who else is left?
So that's the thing. Beforehand, I don't know if you guys remember.
Wasn't he going to go down to Duplessis? Or no?
He was chirping at him that he wanted to go down to 185 and fight Duplessis, but then Duplessis was like, let me handle my business at 185 and I'll move up to 205 and whoop your ass. So I don't know what's going to happen there.
Nah, he can take Duplessis. He can take Duplessis.
Come on. I got the faith in the world in that, man. Like, Alex got that for sure, but I'm not going to lie to you. Duplessis has been an impressive specimen. This man,
he's good.
He's goofball his way to a title.
Do you think he deserves a rematch with Strickland, or you think? Because
Yeah.
that was close,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That was
Strickland-
close.
Well, they get dude,
I
that's
think-
booked already. That's
I thought
happening.
Strickland won that first.
So that's what I'm in the
That
same
was
camp. I'm in the
exactly.
same
That was
camp.
close.
Now
That was
listen,
by decision. Oh, we need better judges this year.
rematch
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
one thing we definitely need 2025.
Yeah, for sure. I think we should petition. We're gonna
Hold,
start
hold
it here
these judges
first.
accountable, bro.
100%. This is getting out of hand.
I just think that they need to come up with a better system, and we've talked about this a couple of times on these episodes,
Many
where it's
times,
like
yep.
they need to either come up with a statement, or they need to be shown, or something, give some sort of explanation as to some of their cards when it's that much of an issue and an upset between the crowd, the announcers,
Yeah.
Dana White himself, and the people that are watching.
Imagine the
You
owners
need to
not
give
even
some sort of
happy.
Yeah,
explanation. That's
exactly.
what I'm saying. Like,
Like, yeah, this is crazy.
Bro,
And it's
if
not
they
even
show
them doing
faces
some, like,
for other
funny stuff.
CEOs, they should show faces for judges. Crazy.
I think you could. I think you could
You know
like.
how much money people be betting on these fights?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think if you like just Google their name, I think that they'll pop
No,
up.
they would. They
but I
would.
think
I
it's just like a
searched.
thing of like at the event.
You don't
I
ever
feel like
see them.
that's what I'm talking about. At the event, I feel like they should have to give like some sort of at the press conference a statement. Whether give it to a representative.
Just a
It doesn't
quick-
have to
just
be
a quick
them if they don't want
breakdown.
to, but
One representative
something.
for all.
Shoot out a text, something, man. I
Some-
just feel
some
like they
type
need
of
to be able to
breakdown, bro.
like
We
speak
hide
on it.
behind the freaking.
I feel like they just be looking at the bets like, you know what? For my parlay, nah, Duplessis won this one.
Bro,
Facts.
and sports betting is definitely manipulates the sports.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Because sometimes it's like they're
Especially
close. It's
boxing.
like close line bets anyway, but it's still the decision. You're just like, what is going on? So it's like you don't see the money in it. I guess I don't know. It's weird.
So how long until we get AI judges?
So Dana
You
White's
know it's
already
coming.
Dana White's been asking for it. That he's already been in talks with people about starting to get the
There's
AI
some
judges.
robots in here.
I feel like you're already seeing some other sports start to
Yeah,
dabble
so
in
there was
it.
a heavyweight fight. Who's this big dummy who keeps losing? What's his name again?
Tyson Fury.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah.
yeah.
dummy that keeps
Fury against the last is the one he just
Gypsy
lost.
King.
They had an AI judge. Obviously, it was a landslide, so the AI judge didn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there
that,
was
that
an
was
AI
an
judge
obvious
who-
loss.
Who correctly
I
picked
feel
the right
like
person?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of that idea of like I would like it to be like a part of it. I'm not gonna say I wanted to be the
I want to be
replacement
fully, exactly, not a full 100%.
fourth
Just
judge?
because I feel like AI could still be
because
manipulated.
I'm also not gonna lie to you guys. I think I said this before. I don't know if it was on here. We were just bullshitting, but I also feel like give me the Roman Coliseum.
Yeah.
The crowd matters.
Yep.
If the crowd is like,
Thumbs up.
or
Thumbs
they're,
down.
you know what I mean? Like
That's why
that
if
has-
it's like comes to decision with the judges, like let the crowd choose, bro. The crowd is there watching live.
If it's split, I think genuinely they should have like Bruce
rap
Buffer
battle?
come in and go,
Yeah.
this guy or this guy, and have the crowd just.
Wasn't it who was it, Buckley? That was like, oh, I want the crowd to pick my next opponent.
He was like, I got whoever's the most loud. I got three
was pretty dope.
choices,
That was
and
pretty
he
dope.
was able to give them all out. And
And he
people
wants,
genuinely.
and they said, I
So
guess
you get 'em
Usman.
engaged,
I
man.
think that Usman fight's a good fight for
That
him.
would be a good one.
think Usman
Because
is
it
gonna
was
be a good
it was what?
test.
It was Usman. It
Bilal
was
and Leon.
yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yep.
I think honestly Usman or Leon. I don't think he gets title shot yet, but I think that Usman makes the most sense. I think Leon, he was the former champ. I
Wait,
think
who-
he deserves a more
Who's
at least
Usman's
higher
last
ranked
fight?
opponent. I think Joaquin Buckley would be a good fight, but I think just a higher ranked opponent. What were you asking?
Who was Usman's last fight?
It was Hamzat.
Ah,
It was the
so
one that was
yeah,
3
yeah, he
rounds
lost
where
to
near the
Hamzat.
third, like it went to decision, but in the third round,
Yeah.
people were like, Usman was putting it on him, and then
Yeah.
they were like, if this was 5, we don't know if this would have gone a little different.
Yeah, I remember that
So
one.
Usman's still in it. I don't know, man, but I think that Joaquin Buckley is going to be like a test for him for sure. I think that.
Yeah.
Yo, Buckley's a problem, bro.
So, bro, we're gonna get into talking about
He's
him
quick,
in a little bit.
straight muscle, bro.
I feel we're gonna jump around a little bit, guys. Excuse us, in our
Yo,
tangents, but
follow along.
2025. I think that Joaquin Buckley is going to be my breakout star. I think he's going to be the
Yeah.
one that's going to
I can see
really
that, bro.
move up in the weight class. He's really going to show he belongs in the top 5. Do I think it's going to be straight shot to the title? No, because man, there's some killers in that top 5. But I do think that he's going to make a very big impression.
Who do you think is going to be a bigger problem for him?
Shavkat.
Okay.
Shavkat Rakhmonov.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
One of the fights that I have on my list
Yeah,
of
that's
fights that I
tough.
want to see in 2025 is Bilal Muhammad versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. But I'm telling you,
Shavkat's
like,
going to take that one. To me,
Shavkat is a
I
so
I know Bilal with his
it's not.
submissions.
It's not even. It's
I
not
get
even.
it.
It's not even that. It's for me. It's the fact that I saw Shavkat versus Ian Gary,
yeah.
and I know that Shafkat went into that thing a little injured, but like
Ian Gary gave him the work, bro.
I think people really like
I
sleep
did
on
not-
Bilal Muhammad, bro.
Bilal's nasty.
Bilal is and he's been in the mountains of
Bro,
Dagestan with Khabib and
Yo,
them.
even the security sleeps on him, bro.
No.
That was bad. That was so
They didn't
bad,
recognize
bro.
him trying to get in the
That
ring.
poor guy. They were like, "That's the champion. Let him in. That's the
Yeah,
champion."
it's like, oh, I don't know.
He was like, "I don't know."
But what you saying?
I was impressed by Islam's like fight.
Yeah.
How dominant? Not I wouldn't even say dominant, but like the way
Yeah.
he just kind of dominates his opponent.
Yeah.
And then I was impressed even more when I saw Bilal.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Jesus Christ, they're all doing
Bro,
this shit.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's not one of the categories, but Coach of the Year is Coach Khabib.
Coach Khabib is definitely
Yo,
coach
Coach
of the year.
Coach
Coach
Khabib
Khabib
is
is a different
hilarious,
guy. Coach
Yeah.
Khabib is a different guy. He gained a little
Rather.
weight and he's jolly and happy, but he's putting these boys to work, bro.
Yeah.
Islam.
But then again,
what's
he
your
earned
interview
it.
the other day with Islam? He was just like, he was talking to DC. He's like, you have to get him to come and like stop it, bro.
Mhm.
Like, I need a day of rest, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This guy.
I love
He's like-
hearing them
Khabib's like,
speak,
man,
man.
no.
Yeah.
All of it, all the
Yo.
content of them even talking.
It's
It doesn't
fa-
even
it's
matter what
fantastic.
they're
Yo,
So
Khabib be
good.
roasted, bro. He be roasted.
Motherfuckers are funny.
Khabib's real funny. People just sleep on him, man.
Yeah.
He's real funny. But
He's like, how many belts you got? You don't got these type of belts. These
he was
belts you don't have.
there was a thing where who was it? Mighty Mouse went over to go train with him.
Yeah,
and
that
they were
one was
talking about
hilarious.
like his belts. He's like, how many
Yeah.
belts do you have at the house? He's like, I think I have like 2. He's like,
Two.
He's like, what do you mean 2? You have so many defenses.
Yeah.
You should have so many.
You should have like 12
Like,
belts.
Nah, they didn't give me those
He's
belts.
like, no,
man."
tell Dana to give you your belts, bro.
He's like, brother, what are you talking about?
yeah,
Brother.
Honestly, I'm gonna start throwing brother and Chama just randomly in my.
Brother.
yeah.
Dude, you're like, where are you from
That's
right
not
now?
every sentence that
Where
way.
are you from?
Brother.
Mighty Mouse is another one.
All right, one more thing I wanted to bring up before we go into the next topic is going to
Yeah.
be when it comes to the fighter of the year, at least the male fighter of the year. Another guy that I got to give props to that was like, here's my thing. What he did, and as mad as it makes me, is amazing. What he was able to accomplish
Uh-oh.
and the stamp he was able to make in 1 year, phenomenal. The rise to stardom is going to be insane for this man. But I will say Alex just did enough to solidify Fight of the Year. But we
Yeah.
all got to give props, as much as it pains me,
Who?
to one Ilya Tupuria.
Yo, it's a
Yo, oh
boy.
my God.
He does,
has
bro.
had a year.
He
Volkanovski
does.
and Max Holloway both
In a year.
headshot
Lights
dead
out,
in 1
bro.
year.
Bro,
Lights out.
In
bro.
1 year.
very impressive.
Yeah, so
You
Poirier-
can't lie. The man is a star. Like,
Yeah, he is.
the guy just, you know
Wait,
what I
wait,
mean?
wait,
Like,
what's his
Christ.
nickname?
I'm
Isn't it
actually
like
a fan.
Spanish Bull or some shit?
His is the Matador.
The Matador,
He's
bro.
from
I
Spain.
definitely was like
Yo, it's a Poirier.
Dude,
yeah.
fan.
I listen. There's the bias you have when you're a fan of a fighter, and it's really tricky in this sport because like you have so many guys that you're like you either grow up watching or you become a real big fan of because you watch them on their cool rise or you see them at the top of their game. So when in comes this newcomer, you like, nah, this is my guy. I don't want this guy to be the guy, but this guy is also really cool. But you're like initially you're just like I got beef. That was me with Ilya. I'm not gonna lie. I was hating. I was hating because I was like,
Get outta
no,
here.
he's not gonna be no Volkanovski. KO'd him.
Thank
He's
you.
not gonna beat no Max Holloway. Max Holloway's never even been knocked down. Put him to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro, this
Very
guy's a
impressive.
super villain. This man is Thanos.
Yeah,
Where'd he
he's-
come from? But then the
Facts.
same thing as Thanos, I became a fan. I was like, you know what? He's spitting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. He's doing his thing. And for me, I feel like Ilya made his mark. It's 1A, 1B for me when it comes to male fighter of the year with these two. Because like Alex has been able to be on this like steady rise of like racking up these title defenses, taking on shortcomers, being the guy that the UFC is able to call on a dime to pull up. A lot of guys aren't willing to do that.
Yeah.
It's
Chama. He'll just pull up.
Especially
He just
as the
responds that
as
way.
the as the champion as well. That's the part that is like
Even
you're
in
putting
training.
so much on the line.
He's like, oh, yeah. Come on, get in the octagon.
Pull up, Jamal Hill.
Took out
Yeah.
Izzy.
He was
Took
talking to what's the dude?
Jamal
Holland?
Hill.
Hill. That's what it is. Yeah. Like, yo, come on.
He's taking out.
And then Jamal Hill's like,
He has.
yeah. You know what? Nah. We'll wait till we get to the octagon. He wants that rematch, bro.
I didn't pay for this.
Yeah. Then why you talking, bro?
Yeah, right.
Then why you talking?
No,
I
I think he
run
should
up
have.
on
I think he should have done it. I feel like if you're gonna pull up on somebody like that, you gotta
can't
pick up those
check
gloves.
a fighter in a gym, especially.
Exactly.
There's a ring to fight right there and gloves, so you can't like face to face try to check a fighter and expect not to actually fight.
And then once he's like, all right, give me the gloves. He's like, no, I don't need no gloves. And like, nah, bro, come
Nah,
on.
bro. You're trying to.
He's like, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting paid for this.
Then why are you talking,
on.
bro?
Bro, you're just trying to get them views, bro.
Then why if you know they're recording, you just
Listen, I was
like,
a fan of Jamal Hill on his rise up to the like title shots, but
Yeah.
now I'm like,
Chama got him.
come
But
on, man.
You know what's weird?
Hill's nice. He does have some good fights.
He does, but I don't like. That's the personality where I'm like,
Exactly.
guy, you need
Personality's
to, you
kinda
need to
goofy.
like
Yeah.
just accept your L's and move forward.
I didn't like
Exactly.
how he was respectful to like Alex Pereira.
Leading up to 300 and then all the
and then,
BS
and then by the
afterwards.
time they got on stage,
Yeah.
Bro.
he started like beefing. I'm
You
like,
see
oh, what happened
videos
to
of him
the-
like, yo, sign my sweater, bro, blah 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 blah, and then afterwards he's like, yo, this guy, he comes in with the chamba head and everything, the Easter Island, the stone
If you're gonna be on that
sculpture.
type of time,
on a
do it from the
chain.
beginning. Don't be going over here trying to.
Yeah, what's this dude? His name? It was Buckley's last fight, which was who was talking mad shit. Always be talking mad shit.
Kobe Covington.
Covington. They
Yeah.
got knocked out, bro. Or,
Yeah.
or just pretty much got pieced up in the whole fight, bro.
Same idea with
Yeah,
that, bro.
ending racism.
All the nonsense you be talking, and you come in there
Exactly,
with that
bro.
kind of performance, like get out of here, bro. Like
Exactly,
it's
bro.
the stuff that like you lose fans so fast, and then I guess you have that thing with like Kobe, where his whole thing is like the Kurt Angle kind of thing, where it's like I'm gonna be the bad guy. No facts. He came out to that song once.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same. He did the Hulk Hogan thing. He did it with Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
But it's the whole thing of like, I get it. You become this like persona, this bad guy, and people want to pay to watch you. But like, you can't do it if you can't back it up.
Yeah.
The bad guys in WWE won sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
you
He's
feel me?
bad at being a bad guy, bro. It's like, come on, bro.
That's why I think Ilya. That's why I think
go
Ilya
home.
That bad
became.
guy that always loses.
Yeah,
Ilya
go
is like quickly becoming, and I would say also became the star that he is now because he's like, without trying, he's a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's able to back it up too, because now he's taken out two of your idols, and God knows who's
But
next.
it's not like he like forced it upon himself to become the villain. They were like gave him that villain role.
I don't know about that, man. The way he
Sounds
was,
crazy.
the way he was talking was like a self-fulfilling prophecy. To be fair,
But did he fulfill the
he
prophecy?
fulfilled the prophecy. But I think
He's like,
that's what
hey,
people hate. The
I'm
fact
the
that he was
champ.
like,
I'm
gonna
already
knock
the
everybody.
I'm already the champion, and I'm winning by KO in this round, and he literally did that. Was like,
So was he lying though?
he wasn't,
He wasn't.
and that's the
So
part where I'm
it's
like, he's a villain, and I'm now a big fan.
yeah, he right.
Bro, I added the walkout song to the workout playlist and everything. Like, I'm a fan. He's got me. He's getting added to the cards soon.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh,
Ilya.
yeah, he's here. I think.
Is he?
No. We'll get him. We'll get him. We'll
Well,
get him.
if he's ain't there, he can get there now because it's a new year. And we got some new packs. We got some new packs. You know, I felt like it's been a while.
Wow.
Well, you know, go ahead.
Taporis.
Just let you pick. Just let you pick. Go ahead.
You go.
Going far.
Go right, because I'm a righty.
It is.
Gloria, I appreciate
Let's
it,
see
man.
if Tapori gets picked.
Better, because I'm.
Oh, I don't know. It's 2022, but you know, it's an old. It's
He
a
brought
brand
it
new old pack.
2022.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
He brought it 2022.
Yeah.
What we
Let's see
got?
what's up. Let's see what's
Ooh,
up.
I already see a good one.
Remember the
this is
game.
good.
Say the name and take a shot. All right, I got Adesanya here. Okay.
Oh man, I got. Oh, bro, I got Volk here.
Okay.
Jan Blachowicz.
Oh, I got some good ones.
Yo, I got honestly, these first couple are pretty good. Frankie Edgar, Cody Garbrandt. I'm gonna skip that one. Alexander Volkanovski.
He's like, I don't know about this shot right now.
Jan Blachowicz. It's not even the shot, bro. It's like I got a couple
What?
good ones.
I got a
and I guess this is a
BJ
little bit of hate,
Oh,
but I
yeah?
got a Carla Esparza in there, and I just
He's like,
after the
let's
last
skip
couple
that.
performances, you know what I mean? I can't really say that.
Oh, another Robert Whitaker. Oh, I got a Francis. I got a Francis one. I'm gonna take this one.
I got a crunch
this
time
is-
Valentina Shevchenko.
Hey, that's nice.
got a
Oh, I
crunch
like
time
that. They got like
Kamaru Usman.
the
Oh,
nutrition
okay.
facts: 22 wins, 3 losses.
Nice.
Well, I got double Frankie Edgars, but I got like a
So, God.
custom one, I guess.
No Taporia. I ain't getting no Taporia. Let me see.
The double
Oh.
Frankie
That's
Edgars.
all
Ooh.
the planes, but they all firefighters with the planes. You know what
It's
I'm
all
saying?
right. It's all right.
We got Yeri, we got Cyril Gahn, Aljamain Sterling, Kamaru Usman, Dustin Poirier, Petra. Is
Oh.
it Petra? Jan?
Take a shot. Take a shot. No, he's like-
Everybody, you already lost. I got the best card.
okay. What you got? What you
Limited
got?
edition, Ben Rothwell.
What?
If you're a fan, you're a fan, and you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, no.
One more back.
No,
One more
man.
back.
You're lying.
One more
Son,
pack.
another fight back.
All right, what you got? What you got?
I'm gonna pick the left one this time, just because that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go middle.
I'm gonna take a shot for one of those.
Yeah, there's a couple of names I probably gotta take a shot for.
No, facts, man.
I heard Peter Yan pronounced Petra.
Piotr is also another way I've heard.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
I got a champ, Juliana Pena.
Okay.
Crazy that these are the 2022 packs, but she's now a champ again. So shout out to Juliana Pena.
Yeah,
for that
shout out for that. That's tough.
Sean O'Malley. We got
got an O'Malley card?
Really?
Just drink. Okay, who had I got? I got a
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Exonian. I'm gonna take a
Exodia.
Wait, who is this? What is the longest name I've ever
Zubat.
seen? Yeah. Zabit.
I see him from behind.
Yeah, exactly. You see it, right?
pronounce
The
that
champion
one.
has a name, and it's Charles
Harry
Dubronx.
Hell yeah. I got Chan Sung Jong.
One more time.
I'm drinking already. I'm just drinking.
The beat Magomed Sharapov.
Oh, I got a Max Holloway one in here. Got a Cosmot.
All right.
Anderson Silva.
Zabit. I already messed this up.
Yeah.
Magomasha Rapura.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
Oh, I know that's correct.
Yo, once Bruce Buffer is done, you next. You next in
Yo,
line,
I'm
bro.
in there, bro. I'm in there.
Oh, Brock Lesnar with the Retro Series heavyweight.
That's sick.
damn,
That's a
what's
fly
up.
card. That's
Let
a
me see.
fly
Let me
card.
see that.
Shit, holographic fucking Mewtwo.
Yo, that's fire, dog. Yo, that's fuego.
You know what?
like
what
it.
I like about this pack is that you can like it just kind of shows you some of like the evolutions of the guys. 'Cause
Damn.
Alexander Pantoja, pre-title, now a champion.
yeah.
Islam Makhachev, pre-title, also now a champion. These
yeah.
are sick, man.
Bro, look at these. I got these two Francis cards.
Oh, those are fly too. We'll post these.
I got
We'll
a
post these.
Francis Marvels.
Damn, there you go.
One of these shit.
I can see Francis being in Marvel. Yo. Okay, hold on. Here we go. All right. I have Joanna Jedrzejczyk. I'll drink.
Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
No.
How come I had like 30 more letters?
See, I feel like
I skipped back.
I feel like it's kind of cheating because I've
these
only
are all
heard
silent.
I've only heard
Those
other
are all
people
silent
pronounce her
letters.
name, but I've heard it as Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, there's like 40 letters extra in this name that don't even make that.
Bro, this Justin Gaethje card looks pretty dope too.
That looks pretty cool.
Oh, that's like the Robert Whitaker card.
There it is.
That's
There it
fly.
is.
That's fly.
Daniel Cormier double belting.
Ooh, okay.
All right, first of all,
DC.
this is one of the flyest cards and one of the best fights you'll ever see. Zhang Wei Li versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk. This is I don't know if you guys remember this one, but this one went viral
Oh, the dual
on
card,
social
nice.
media because Joanna had a baseball
Oh,
sized lump
super
on her
lump.
forehead.
Huge, bro.
Super lump.
Someone needed to pop that.
That one was crazy.
Don't stop, pop. Yeah.
That's the first thing that came to mind. Somebody needs to pop that. Don't stop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Shout out to Amanda Hebas.
Not champagne.
What do you mean, pop that?
Oh, here we go.
Ari was first in line.
Oh,
Damn it. Here we go. All right. I got Shamil. Here we go. Wait, hold on. Let me get one more try. Abdura Kamov.
Damn, bro.
All right, what you got?
Shamil Abdurakhimov.
that one sounded good.
That one sounded a
That
lot
one
better.
sounded. I'm gonna let you pass on that one. That one sounded real good.
Getting good at this.
No, I can't do this. What is it from? Was it Big Daddy? You give him all the easy ones.
I want to say
He pop-
Shamil
he popping none of this?
Abdurakhimov.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Man, these ones are fire, bro.
Hell
We're gonna
yeah.
have to get
There's
like
some more sleeves in this.
way
bitch,
more,
right?
way more. Yeah, I got a whole set over here.
I got a whole motherfucking crunch time.
We're getting the binders, bro. We're getting the binders set up.
Just the UFC only binder.
We should get these like framed and laminated like the
I
fire
have so
packs.
many from like this past year.
We're gonna add more.
I have a giant like deck.
I
We're
have an
adding way
insane
more.
amount, bro.
All right, since I
But I
pulled
love it, though.
the Zhang Wei Li Joanna Jędrzejczyk card, we're gonna move on to the female fighter of the year of 2024.
Let's get it.
So this one was a difficult one. Now I don't know about you guys, but I ran into this problem where there's two types of big moments that it seemed like there were for female fighters. Now there were ones where you genuinely had a lot of wins where you're like, wow, you were doing really good this year. Yep. And then you have the ones where it's like, wow, you had an amazing big moment or 2 or 3 big moments this year. Yeah. And it was difficult to pick between the two, but I decided to go with the bigger moments, and that's why Kayla Harrison is my female fighter of the year.
Oh, okay,
that's a good one.
I really, really struggled with this one, but like, for me, it's the impact that she made coming straight into the UFC within 6 months, being able to make the 135 weight that everybody was a little nervous about and able to win in the way that she was able to. The second fight, we were able to see a little bit more of her and see like maybe some holes she has in her game, but she was still able to prevail. And I'm excited to see her fight for a title.
Keep on
An interesting story that I like for a female fighter. I'm not going to say she's like the top or anything like that, but is the sleep doctor. Just her story, just because she don't be telling her parents that she be fighting. And how she can knock an opponent out.
Now, she's not.
And like check on them.
She's not my female fighter of the year.
She's not.
She might be one of the winners of the next.
I'm just saying it's an interesting story.
She might. No, listen.
Interesting female story.
She might be one of the winners of another category I have because Shi Ming has quickly become one of my favorite fighters of all time.
She's like, I feel so bad,
bro.
But then again, she's like. Ruthless.
She said on the mic, she was just like, I feel like people think I'm too nice, and I feel like I need to show that. It's like, ma'am, you just sent somebody to the hospital.
Yeah,
I've seen people get sent to the shadow realm, and they're just like, put him on a stool, bro.
Did she say something about like holding back, like her holding back?
And the girls literally, she got the neck brace on, she's
squeaking, bro.
Just like they're like, bro, what do you mean you just sent her to like, the hospital? She's not well. Like, what are you talking about?
This is how you get more patience. Like, all right, you know what? It's kind of low.
Shi Ming is a solid female fighter of the year. Shi Ming is a good one. That's her name, by the way. Shi Ming.
Definitely people's champ.
She's the people's champ. Because you saw her and you were like, this is a random fight night. She's the most adorable woman I've ever seen in my life. And she just murdered somebody with a
I didn't want to say anything just in case her parents, listen to our pod.
Yo, they definitely do.
I didn't want her to like put one of us to sleep.
Shout out Mama and Papa Ming.
Ming.
Mama and Papa Ming.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of Mings, I got Zhang Weili.
How's that a Ming though?
Come on, bro.
As the female fighter of
Melvin, cut that.
As the female fighter of
man.
That was crazy. It wasn't that crazy.
It was pretty crazy.
It was female fighter of the year.
Yeah.
2 title defenses.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of hers for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, she's one of my favorite female fighters, period. But I just feel like it was one of those things of like the activity and the moments that she had where like she fought at UFC 300 and absolutely, damn, I'm blanking on the girl that she fought, but I remember she dominated her. Remember she like choked her out and they woke her back up. But it's like you should have ended the fight right there. That was like a whole thing, and it's just like she is so dominant. She has fought some of the best fighters. She definitely took a step down when she got knocked out, but then she came back and regained her title. So like she's definitely one of my favorites. But like it's one of those things with the activity. I just like I felt like, and at least with this one, Kayla Harrison just made a bigger splash in terms of like a mark made in 1 year.
Oh, true.
I feel like Zhang Weili falls under the thing of like you want to see her move around, fight maybe in different weight classes, fight different opponents because like she's super dominant, bro. Like there's that viral clip of her picking up Francis Ngannou. She's a monster, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what they're doing over there, but they're doing it right. That's like when you go to Dagestan, you're like this combat sambo. Whatever she's training,
she's whatever legal steroids they're using.
Yeah, she's doing it. She's killing it, man. She's killing the game.
If it works, it works. You know,
you can't even hate on her game.
If you pass the test, you pass the test. That's all I'm saying.
That's a solid pick for the fighter of the year, man. I feel like that's
like a MVP.
For sure.
Female MVP, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's been a couple of people this year where, like, they've had their moments, but, like, you want to give it to, like, for example, like her, the Alexa Grassos. You want to give it to the Valentina Shevchenkos and things like that.
Alexa Grasso would have gave it to last year.
Last year, right? Last year, she definitely would have won it. But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the thing of, like, the activity. I understand that, like, there's a discrepancy between the male and female fighters, or maybe they're not as, like, you're not selling out pay-per-views. You throw them on a co-main or something like that, and it's unfortunate that's like the situation for some of them because if you're like a diehard fan, some of these girls are doing some crazy work. Bro.
I know
they're doing some crazy work.
It's just top heavy as fuck.
It is.
Every division or every like.
I've spoken about it before.
Be throwing more hands than others.
There's
other
like
guys.
a handful in the 3 weight classes they have for women. There's like a handful that are fire, and then the rest of them is just like
it's like
But that's what I'm saying. Like, when it came to me picking this, it was like a few that were like very active. No, right. There's a few that were like very active that were like you want to give it to them because they have like 4 or 5 wins, but they're like, unfortunately, like a whatever. You know what I mean? They're like, if I said their name right now, you'd be like, who? Like Karine Silva, amazing fighter. Who? At least as of right now.
Yeah, I was making an event in UFC, and I wanted to add a couple female fights in there. And I was like, wait, there's not too many.
That just stick out like
even
that.
right now, people are like trying to figure out like what are fights that people want to see, and as of right now, it's Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. They want somebody to come out of retirement to be able to make things exciting, and that's when you're like, is this what we want to see? Is this what we got, and where we need somebody to come
Harrison
out?
Like LeBron James right now?
Nunes
No, I would. The thing is, she's just like another exciting, dominant force that they were able to sign. But the thing is that like the level of competition they have to give her, it's gonna burn out kind of quickly, and then it's gonna run into potentially another Amanda Nunes situation where you're just like another lamb to the slaughter, where you just
because
another
before
poor girl
calling her out,
who
who was next again before calling her out?
Juliana Pena.
That's what it was.
Juliana Pena is the current champ, so that's what she's fighting next. So, but a lot of people just think that Kayla's gonna walk in there and rip that belt from her hands. So we'll see. Listen,
We'll see.
Kayla has
easier said
definitely
than done.
some areas of improvement for sure. I'm not saying that she's like, I would say like Amanda beats her in my opinion, but like she definitely is a force, bro. Like like when we were watching UFC 300 and it came to her fighting Holly Holmes, everything everybody was saying, do not let her grab you. If you let her grab you, it's over. What did she do? Let her grab her. She went for a ride. Like it was so bad. So that's what I'm talking about. Like you just see that she's like, you look at her, you're like, bro, you're jacked.
Yeah.
Like you're like, what are you on? You do not look natural at all.
But
she's a beast.
Yo, also for 2024, I was gonna say best arenas. Do you feel like the Sphere was the best arena?
The Sphere took it. I feel like there's a difference between like best arena and like one where you're like best crowd, but best arena for sure. The Sphere.
Sphere was.
You
fire.
can't. That was a beautiful. What was it? Noche UFC.
Those visuals were amazing in between fights and stuff.
We were watching the Zellhuber Rivovic fight before we started, and even then, like right when it began, like you saw like the opening of them like giant display,
like
and then you saw the ring girls
intro and the whole like
it was
fight.
Ring girls,
it was wild, bro.
That was fire.
The costumes they did.
Somebody pull up them ring girls again.
Just that's my point of reference. I would say Noche UFC was my favorite for sure. There is definitely like some places that they go to. I feel like whenever they go to Europe, the crowds are definitely like so lit. Everybody's like screaming and yelling. You get that energy, but like that for sure for me is gonna be it.
Yeah. All right, best face off. What y'all think?
Ooh.
Real quick, I just want to add for venue. When the fuck are we fighting in the Coliseum?
Oh,
listen,
there we go.
Listen,
I like it.
They looked into it. They've looked into it. The only thing with like stuff like that is that like the places gotta allow you to be there. And that's where they run into. It's also the thing of like what places make a good deal for the UFC to go there, because apparently some of these places be paying them to go places. So that's also part of it. Because one of the things that I've looked into is like they've been to some places before outside of the U.S. that they haven't been to in a very long time, and I'd like to see them revisit those. So we'll see what they do. But the Coliseum would be fire,
Coliseum
bro.
would be amazing.
But you don't think that they should save that for like UFC 400?
Nah.
Yeah, probably.
Like make it
400?
either 400 or make.
I wouldn't waste the mid card.
That's what I'm saying.
Mid-card,
You either have to make
I don't want to wait all the way to
John
400.
Jones. You need someone who's
It's
like
one of two things.
everybody's gonna watch.
It's one of two things. You either have to make it for like, or I guess one of three, and just a random insane stacked card. You have to.
That's what yep, exactly.
UFC 400, or if you want to do something that can be sooner, you do it for an international fight week that's in June. Those are like the big events that they'll have. Other than that, I can't
350, give me 320. I want to see just a really stacked card.
Well, they'll give you those here and there. They'll give you ones a year. Like 311 is crazy. By the way, watch out for that episode coming out. You know what I mean?
Man, that one's gonna be amazing.
311 is stacked right now. 312 is looking real good too. Like there's a couple of good cards already.
As long as they won't be calling out.
Year.
That's the thing, bro. I hate these call outs.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I feel like
they should get penalized for a call out.
Yeah, I feel like for the most part, you should have some sort of thing. Like, I mean, the only thing
because
is like, you can't.
Fighters get bonuses.
Here's my thing,
other
though.
fighters should get penalized.
There are ones where like people have like straight up woken up with the flu like the day of, because you have to understand they're cutting weight and they're putting their bodies through a lot. So like, are you gonna penalize somebody for that? Like, it's one thing if you're like,
stay home and stay healthy. If you're trying to maintain your health. I get it.
I don't know, man. Like for example, the
like,
Diego Lopez
you ain't calling stick on a fight. Imagine like a school back in the day, like, yo, we're gonna fight this Friday, It's like, oh, I'm sick on Friday.
but yeah, because you
nah,
also
bro, your whole
understand
rep is gone, bro.
there's definitely you take a hit for sure,
You
but
don't
there's a
make it
lot.
to school that day.
Yeah.
Oh, where he at? It's 3 o'clock.
I missed the
He
bus.
called out sick.
I missed the bus. Yeah,
This guy,
yeah.
That boy's scared.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They pulled
You
to your
already
house.
know. You already know. Okay,
Call
I
him
have
up.
this
Call
fight
him up.
coming in within the next month, within the next couple weeks. Like, I'm gonna make sure I do everything I can to stay healthy within that time.
No, for sure, but like I said,
Shit
like,
happens,
it's
I
that,
get it,
that like
but
week
still.
of like weight cutting, you go through a lot.
I get it, but it's like, bro, it's part of it. You should have been weight cutting a while ago, so to not put so much strain on your body then.
I feel you. I get that. I just feel like I don't know. It's circumstances for sure. Circumstances for sure. I need
I get
to
it.
be
I'm not
applied
even gonna say
because
circumstances.
it's. Well, you said it right. It's
I
just,
did it, but
it's just tricky, man. Because I feel like you're gonna run into so many
I had to
issues
think about
where
it.
you're gonna run into so many issues where it's just like it's a fine line between like, are you kind of being unfair? And
like
you're
if you
"All right,
get
that makes sense."
injured during training, understandable.
Seems like they all do.
A lot of people do.
Well, some people just push through it because that's why like they won't say anything until after.
After,
Exactly.
you're lucky I had a broken arm.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
also
it
sometimes-
looked like
to
we
be
were
fair-
throwing that shit.
Sometimes it's also the winner, like Shavkat. Like I said, he
Yeah.
went into the fight injured and he was able to win.
But
and
he's
afterwards
still
was like,
in.
"Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little banged up going into it."
Yeah,
So-
all right, we don't need to know that. You
Stuff
won.
happens.
Yeah.
No, you're right. If best face off though, I still got to go with the
Best face off. Who you
face
going?
off.
just to bring it on
I'm
back.
gonna go with
Piera. I said Piera. Pereira is
Pereira.
Panera. No.
Panera.
And tell me, there's not like three
half
other people you
sandwich.
can.
Yeah, no. You gotta do the what's it called? The BOGO. What is it?
You got to do the half soup,
The
half sandwich.
Like why I gotta get a half, bro?
Give me the full fucking sandwich.
Yeah,
They should have
same
a
deal.
full and full. You get full one of each.
Let me get the soup and the sandwich.
Sandwich. Oh,
Split my shit.
Yeah, no, but
pause.
Yeah, pause.
Alex. I'm going
First
with
pause
Alex.
of 2025.
There.
Yeah,
That definitely
God,
is.
that was crazy,
That definitely
dude.
is.
That split my shit.
Oh my God.
Pause.
Good Lord.
All right, let's go with Alex. Alex had a good face off.
Versus who?
That's who?
He had a lot of fights.
He did have a lot of fights.
I got two, and they
Right.
both have Alex.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. What's your
Khalil Roundtree
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
and Yuri Prohaska.
Oh, okay, okay.
The vibes were crazy for both. They both brought in their. Alex always has the warrior paint
Yeah.
and
Was
everything.
it-
But
was
Yuri,
everyone
I feel
the
like-
red paint.
No.
Yeah,
So
Alex-
Alex always has the red paint.
He always does.
He
He's
always
a warrior
does that.
with-
So
he
he's
has
already-
has a whole arrow,
Yeah.
bow and arrow entrance.
That's a staple in
I
and of
picked the
itself.
Ball Hill
Chama.
because that's the one I saw.
Oh, shit.
Like that's the one image I remember of him having like the red paint.
Yeah,
So that's
Hill
what-
broke
that's the
the
thing.
arrow.
He does it. He does it
when he
with
did
all
it.
of them. So
Okay,
for
okay.
me, Yuri was one of them because
Yuri was a good one. That
Yuri,
face off was good.
That's always one where they have the
Yeah.
buildup of like Yuri's this weird samurai that trains in the woods by himself. So he
just
comes
has
in
this mystic
with
look,
this
like-
weird energy, right?
yeah.
yeah, right.
And then Khalil is because he also came in with the same kind of vibe. He came in with like the Muay Thai headband and everything like that. And he came in with this also like energy of like, bro, this is like an intensity where he
Yeah.
just you can tell in his eyes he's just like, I just want blood. Like I just want to get after it. Like so that's where I was like, those two for sure.
Yeah.
All the other ones, I mean, you get ones that are like crazy, but like I feel like another one would be like
Halloween
Kai
Sapporo
Kara
was
France
good.
versus Steve Urseg. That one was a good one because Kai is always he does the what's it called? I don't want to butcher it. I think he does like a what's it called? A haka. Where it's like a New Zealand thing where he does this whole thing where he was like pulling around. He had his tongue out and he was doing this like crazy movement where you're just like, bro, this is.
When they start doing rituals is when you know.
That's when you're like, I kind of like this one.
Face, this
Because
face
my
off
thing
about
is,
to be lit.
I don't really like the ones where they're like, are you guys about to kiss? I don't really like those ones. But when they go in and
Yeah,
they
when the
come in with
face off
something
is too
crazy,
close. Yeah, that's too. That's too
it's a
close.
little weird. Like I understand.
I never.
Back up, bro.
Like even when we were young,
Smack the
when
shit out
people
you
do
right
that
now.
Fighting younger, when people get in each other's faces, and they just wouldn't throw a
And
punch.
they're just over there, just like, yo,
Just
no,
like they
you
just
go
mad
first, bro.
close,
Nah,
face
you
to
go
face, like-
first, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like I skipped lunch for this, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Fucking hit him already.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna
Before
fight
I-
anyway. Self defense don't mean nothing. You're both gonna get in trouble at that point, so you might as well go
know.
ahead and get after it. So that's what I got. I got those two. What you guys got?
Well, I did have Pereira too with Jerry.
I
You just
Pereira.
had Pereira in general, or
I have Pereira.
I did, but my other face off, I would say a good, interesting. I like Holloway and Saporia. I think that was a good one. I did like old man Volk. I just didn't like Volk getting knocked out. I feel like that was pretty like comical. You know, I didn't think it was like anything like, you know, crazy. Like they were like angry at each other. But
This one was another one.
It was good.
Wang Kong. Did y'all see this one?
Oh, Joker one.
The girl showed up as a Joker. This is her first debut fight in the UFC. Pulls up in the whole Joker face paint. Goes up to the girl. Bang, bang. And when they fought, she KO'd her like crazy. So it was like
she did,
that plus her going in there and actually murdering the girl. You were like,
yeah.
Say less.
Yeah, fact.
my fault. I didn't know who you were. I wasn't familiar with your game.
Like the other girl
like
should have dressed up as Batman.
Was it Islam and Dustin?
That's a good one.
Where like he thought was that the one you said? You said motherfucker.
Yeah, he called the motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was just
He's
like,
like,
"Don't talk
"Don't
about my
just talk
mom.
about
Don't talk about
my
my."
mom." Like,
Bro,
yo,
they
don't take
take
it
things so
personal, bro.
literal.
Yeah.
No, it's the literal
Yeah,
part of it
exactly.
where they're like, "What'd you say about my mom?" Like, it's like that's not what I.
Snap!
My mom's in the crowd
I wasn't
right
really
now,
talking
bro.
about your mom.
Like,
I was
they
talking
have a
about
hit on
you.
you. They got fucking assassins about to kill
Yeah,
you.
facts.
Remember fucking
fucking-
Conor McGregor? Like that one, that was crazy. The way
Bro,
they,
that
The whole bus
build-up,
incident where they're throwing shit at the bus and
they
shit.
have a UFC archive just going over that fight of him versus Khabib because of all the nonsense that went into it. Even little things like
What the
Dylan
fuck?
Danis and Islam Makhachev fighting because Islam was in Khabib's corner and that was one of the guys who hopped over the cage and threw the first punch. You're like, what are you
Yeah,
talking
it's
about?
like Islam was the one that jumped over the cage.
Yep.
It's like, bro, I think that's wild to even still be like in the most sports you're suspended a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
well-
doing something like another fighter
Bro,
just
when
jump in the
Khabib
fucking cage.
jumped over the cage, fighting with McGregor, crazy,
Bro, he threw the mouthpiece and he's like, let's talk now. Let's talk now. Like,
That was definitely one of the best fights of all time of UFC. bro.
Yeah, because it's like on some like this is real murderous shit.
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
It
Like,
is.
we want real blood here.
Yeah.
It ain't like a
Bro, like,
competition now. It's like really like life or death.
bro, I think that they got to the point of they really couldn't take the level of disrespect that he was coming at him with, so it genuinely pissed him off to the point he was like, I will take your life.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't no sport. I will take
I
your
will
life.
take
Who
your
was it? Like Khabib was like telling somebody, if it was a street fight, then like I would murder you, I would massacre you in a street fight.
It was Connor.
It was Connor.
It was Connor.
Yeah, if it was a street fight, bro.
Because Connor says, because he knows how to get under their like skin, so he says things to
Yeah, for
get
sure.
at you personally,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
he doesn't.
That's Connor's move.
It's kind of the same thing of like the Colby Covington, where you're like, bro, you don't understand, like some of
Yeah,
these
with
guys are
Edwards,
crazy.
yeah.
Like you talk about it all the time. To be a UFC fighter, you gotta have a couple of screws loose. Like
Yeah.
these guys will literally kill you, bro.
You can't press certain buttons. I feel like it's better to not that you can't, but if you really want to win, it's better not to press certain buttons.
Not only that, it's just like once you cross that line, bro, ain't no
you're-
holding back, bro.
But that's my thing is that like I know that they're two trained fighters, but you get sucker punch, you're getting sucker punch, and you get your head stumped out on the concrete, you're getting your head stumped on the concrete. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
No
just-
matter-
no
exactly.
matter how well trained you are, someone sleeps you, you get slept. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like so, you got to be
You
careful.
could be the
when we
best
talking-
fighter in the world, but bro, sucker punch. If you ain't seen that,
That's why, like
punch
with the
coming,
Diaz brothers, you get a little nervous because you're like, these guys just straight up will scrap with anybody. You're like, bro, I don't know if I can really walk around the streets.
and
with
they
you.
just be
You know,
walking
yeah.
like this. They be
It's
walking
like
like this all the time.
even I think it was Nate who was just like, "Yo, I ain't gotta fight you, but my mans will fight you." And his bro was like, "Yeah, me." Like he was like, "I ain't fighting
I
nobody."
hate it
Hold
being
up,
around
hold up,
niggas
hold up.
like that.
That's what I'm saying. He's like,
You
Yo,
talking
always-
about my man's?
He's always getting some shit.
Did y'all see Shane Gillis talk about when he chilled with these motherfuckers?
"Yeah."
Yeah.
It's so his impression of Nate is so good, bro.
Within 10 minutes, he fucking headbutted some dude. God damn.
Well, you see
from, like,
clips of him,
Stockton,
like where he's walking by, and he's in the UFC crowd, and he's walking by somebody. He just like flexes on him, and the guy just
Stop.
throws his drink everywhere.
He's just thugging at all times.
All
I
times,
love it.
man. All times. It's so good, bro. He's somebody that I feel like I'd get nervous hanging out with. You know how people are like, I want to smoke with Snoop. You would think you want to smoke with Nate. But you're like, he'd get me to something. I don't know, man. I
Something
feel,
will just happen. Like,
Nah.
you know.
I'll say what's up to him, but I ain't trying
you
to show
gotta
it
if you sign up for the chill, you also gotta sign up to fight somebody. You
Yeah,
feel me?
nah,
It's
exactly.
one or the-
I ain't with all that.
one or the other. All right.
It's like for example, it's like I'll say what's up to like what's it called, Steve-O from Jackass, but I ain't trying to fucking hang out with
no,
him.
I wouldn't hang out with him either. You know what I mean?
I know
get
now
into
he's
something.
sober and shit, but
He's still doing weird stuff, man.
Exactly.
He's
Like,
you
you ain't falling asleep around him.
real into real into the comedy stuff. If he comes to Boston, we'll go to one of his shows. It is something that you're not expecting, and
Yeah.
it's like videos that you're just like, what am I here for?
No,
What
I've
are you
seen
doing?
Steve-O before, but I ain't hang out with him after. Like, I've seen him live.
I don't know about no meet and greet or nothing like that.
Exactly. I was like, oh, that's Steve-O. That's cool.
Fucking night.
After that, I'm like, all right, I'm cool.
I'm good. It was a good. I take the photo, walk away. Getting into two of the more important, I feel like, topics that we want to get into.
Break it down.
These awards are fan favorites.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a KO and everybody loves a submission. There's something about a fight not going the distance and the fighter just
That's
getting
submission?
them.
What are we talking about? Break it down.
Well, we're going to go into both. So let's go into best KO. You brought up Shi Ming earlier. One of the ones on my list. I, again, could not pick one. There is one that clearly is the winner, but in terms of all the rest, Max Holloway knocking out Justin Gaethje is the one.
Yeah, I picked a different one just because
you know that we're going to say it, that's the knockout of the year. So we're going to pick the second best knockout of the year because that's the knockout of the year. I don't care what anybody says. Last 10 seconds, point to the ground. You're up on the scorecards. You let the other guy take a shot at you, and you put him down cold at the buzzer beater. Yeah. You don't beat that. I don't care what you do. Listen, there are some ones on this list where you're like, yeah, that's a good one, but you don't beat that.
Yeah, like the double fucking backhand knockout.
Backhand knockout was crazy.
Another one
crazy,
on the list.
but doesn't beat it.
Share Bullet versus Arman Saruki or Petrosian. That was one. The double back fist. Wild.
Crazy knockout.
It's some UFC 5 video game stuff.
Yeah.
Still doesn't
Unreal.
beat Max Holloway 10 seconds.
Doesn't beat it, but it's top 5.
Top 5.
I picked Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. I really liked the waving the ref off.
Yeah.
Knocking him out.
That's a good one, too.
And then doing that little pose. You know
That's
what
a good one.
Like, that was a little, look, nigga, look.
Like, yo, look who's out.
Like, what I tell y'all.
Like I said, Max versus Justin is the one.
Yeah,
Point blank period.
Yeah, 100%.
I got Share Bullet with a double back fist. That was insane.
That's a lot of force you got to put into.
Dude, there's some UFC 5.
Boom, and then bam, bro.
Man, that's all like.
It's some UFC 5 stuff.
Yeah.
Shi Ming with the head kick KO saying that she needs to be a little bit more aggressive in the cage.
Like, what do you mean more aggressive?
What are you talking about?
You ripped her head off.
Your parents don't know you're a fighter. You just murdered a woman.
Yeah.
They know now.
I could have done more.
One that I think I would say is, in my opinion, second best knockout because I feel like this move is like top tier KO move for me.
Cool.
Vinicius Oliveira with a flying double knee.
A
Flying double knee is wild. Got the dude up against the cage. The guy's backing up against the cage. He's already defeated. And Vinicius just decides to go at him, and just gets him with a knee, slumped, body limp, dropped. That's awesome.
Wait, what did he say?
What do you mean?
That's a double knee right there.
Put that on a shirt. But yeah, that's gotta be number 2 for me. But then some honorable mentions. We said his name earlier.
There was
Ilya knocking out Max. Ilya knocking out Volk. Also happened this year, guys.
Those are
Ilya knocking out. Yeah, exactly. Both of them.
Both of the hook.
Well, I don't want to go into submissions just yet, but there was a shout out I wanted to give to you for this dude named Santos, who gave him a knockout, bro. He just knocked the dude out while he was out falling, hit him again. And we know Johnny Walker got knocked out. That was a crazy knockout.
Yeah.
And then once he came back up, it's like, oh no, I'm still in this fight. Bam, broke your nose right then and there.
Dog, there's a lot of ones where you're just like, bro, you did not need to hit him that hard.
Yeah, he really didn't, bro.
There were a couple. Listen, there's a lot of fight night slept on knockouts that definitely should have been on this list, but I feel like it's a lot of archives
There's
to go
so
to.
many. There's so
Those
many.
are just the ones that
Poirier versus
Poirier?
So
Yep.
I'm getting tired of Juan just shitting on my favorite UFC fighter. So we're just not gonna add John Jones karate kicking someone's ribs out of this. What the fuck?
That's what I was coming for.
Fuck,
Bro,
dude.
Thank you. This is a god mic right here.
He could have
Thank
chopped
you,
the
Lord.
whole tree. He could have chopped the whole tree with that body kick.
Yo, he almost broke the fence with that
We're not
shit.
going to sit here and act like that's not a big honorable mention because we were watching that earlier and the sound of it made us all stop our conversation.
That
and
was
go,
definitely rude. That was definitely ribs broken.
No,
Yeah.
he hit Stipe real hard, bro. So yeah, shout out John Jones KO with Stipe Miocic with that spinning body kick. He's like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, I feel like the flying for me it goes like, you know how you guys ask on the 806, you'll go like pancakes, waffles, or whatever, or French toast. Flying knee spinning heel kick,
That spinning heel kick was crazy.
or what should we add for the third one?
Double back fist.
Double back fist.
Double back fist is crazy.
Double back fist.
I don't see it too often.
Double back fist is wild.
Double back fist is wild, bro.
Flying knee will always be my favorite.
I love it.
I love a
I
flying
love
knee.
it. I love it when Masvidal knocked this dude out.
Well, Jorge Masvidal flying knee, like all the flying knee
love it,
knockouts,
like
you're just like
5 seconds,
whoa,
bro.
Like
I love a good knee, like flying knee.
it's
This
great.
is like a double.
Wah, bah, It's so good, man.
Hey, has there been like a crazy Superman punch knockout?
Yo,
There's
bro,
been punches, but
the
not knockouts.
usage of the Superman punch has declined.
It has.
Not a knockout. Not
There's been
downs,
punches, but not
yes, but
knockouts.
not knockouts.
Who's a
no.
Superman punch user?
I don't know. That's
I can't even
that.
think of a
that's
fight.
Robert Whitaker, Dricus Duplessis,
Oh yeah.
Wonderboy Thompson, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson,
Thompson,
has used
yep.
it. There's a couple of fighters that use it to close
But
the
not
distance.
knocked out.
Davison Figueiredo
Okay.
also used the Superman punch to close some distance. There's a couple of fighters that have used it.
Back in our era, we would want to like.
I would be-
someone with a Superman punch because UFC was in the beginning stages.
Bro, when I was playing the
when we're in high
game,
school.
that's what I'm trying to do. Is a
Yeah.
Superman punch.
It's like, damn, I want to fight someone just so I can catch him with a Superman.
I feel
Yeah.
like you get the crazy moves, and then you want to just do those more often. But they're tricky when you actually try to do them in real
Yeah.
life, bro. You see them in UFC 5, you're like,
Alright.
this is not the same.
Best submission.
Best submission.
Definitely has to be Hasman versus Whitaker, bro.
Yup, that's mine.
His whole
Oh,
fucking
breaking his
his whole
fucking
jaw,
his
bro.
jaw?
His whole jaw,
breaking
gone,
his
bro.
jaw, his teeth back
That has
here,
to be
bro.
number one submission.
I'm
Number one.
Number one submission. What's number two?
I'm gonna have to go. Yeah.
It's tricky. I have 1A and 1B for number, or I guess 2A and 2B, because they're both like, whoa. Patty Pimblett,
Oh,
That's a good one.
sleeping King
King.
Green,
Yeah.
sleeping King
he
Green.
got him.
Bobby.
What round? What was that? Second round or first
Bobby,
round?
back to Bobby.
You
then.
back to
Yeah, he's
Bobby.
back to Bobby.
Back to Bobby.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Holland versus Ole Jacek, and he bent his arm and
Ooh.
just kept
Yep.
bending it, and the
Until
guy
he couldn't,
wouldn't
yeah.
tap, and it literally might as well like
Bop.
wrapped around his body.
Jesus.
That's 2A
Hey.
and 2B.
If he ain't tapped.
He ain't tapped.
But then
The
again,
ref
can he
stopped
tap?
it because they were like, "You're gonna lose the arm.
Yeah.
they're gonna cut it off."
He was like,
"Yeah, that's not
I'm
it."
okay with it. Yeah.
And then one that I want to give as an honorable mention, just because of its shock value.
Yeah.
Dricus Duplessis choking out Adesanya.
Adesanya.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's one that is an
Was it rear
honorable
naked?
mention. Rear
What
naked.
was that? Was that the fourth round or fifth round? I think it was fourth, right?
I think it was fourth.
It was a fourth.
That's one where you're like, that's
I
not what I
was
expecting.
surprised because
KO,
yeah,
we were like, oh, that one might happen. He's a big
they
dude.
got
like,
him by
we see it,
submission
but
like that.
rear naked. Pause.
Yeah, another one. Yeah, right. Another one I had was
Yeah, pause on
Islam
that. Yeah.
with the Darce choke.
I didn't want to put that one in there because it made me sad. I was gonna throw that one up as an honorable mention, but
Yeah.
Islam choking out Dustin Poirier with the Darce. When he got him with the
was tough.
spinneroonie with the leg,
That
got the
was tough.
back.
That
like,
was tough.
It's just like
Yeah,
I don't know. I
Oliveira's
was just
choking
very
out.
because at that time I'm still kind of new.
who will beat Combat Sambo?
I don't know.
Who's taking down Dagestan?
I don't know, bro.
It's getting to the point, man, where we need a hero.
Now we got new rules.
There needs to be another style of fighting.
I haven't
that
seen anybody
overcomes-
really use. So
They
that's
haven't used
actually-
it. They haven't used it
It's
technically.
only been a
but
short
it's-
period of
exactly.
time.
It's
only
just
been
it's just new.
So we'll see if 2025 is the year of the 12 to 6 elbow and the knee to the head.
the
to
need
grounded
to
opponent.
that's how they have to like use that weapon, bro. Now that rule is open.
We'll see if they actually put it to good use, man. Because at this point,
At this
we
point,
got to see something change, man.
They killing
Listen,
the game, bro.
I'm a big fan. This is not really hate. It's just like I don't want to see. I like the competition of the different styles,
Yeah.
and I don't like it when it's just like one that's dominant. Because also like, there's Islam, and then there's Khabib, and there's a few others that use it to just kind of like wrestle fuck you, and they just hold you down, and I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah.
Like if you're
I
gonna
wanna
do
see
it,
it
like
entertaining.
Khabib was literally trying to
gotta-
maul you on the ground to kill you.
But he will still be putting that work
Yeah,
and
he's-
give you the hands on the ground.
Exactly. Bilal Muhammad is doing the same thing where he's getting you down and it's ground and pound. He's
Yeah.
beating
I
the
was
shit out of you. while
very
you're down
impressed
there.
by Bilal Muhammad's performance against Leon
He's picking up on what Coach Khabib is telling him. He's like, yo, listen, you can't
Edwards
just get these guys down. You gotta get after it.
Did some work at the very end, and I was disappointed in Edwards. And I'm like, that was not enough, bro.
This is not the end of Edwards. I know he got thrown off guard. I know, like, oh shit, Sambo ain't no joke.
Yeah, but
I know
he should have picked up within the first or second round.
Should have been prepared from the beginning, like in camp.
Yeah, like who you figure out who you versing, bro.
Like, are not built like this is the way you fight. I feel like Sambo, no matter how much you prepare for it, like you didn't get enough time to
bro.
To get as good as they
you gotta
are.
understand that it's from birth. They're like it's like the movie 300 where they're like from a child they're put into the wilderness and they have to fight their way back. You're like, what are you talking about, bro?
Sparta.
Like, they just throw them out in the mountains and they have to figure it out. Like, nah. But it's true, man. Like, I feel like
facts.
It's something that in 2024 we've seen that combat sambo came out to be the best fighting style so far. I have yet to see anybody try to figure it out.
Would you use that in a street fight?
I think you should.
Yeah, I think you should, but I personally wouldn't.
The thing is
I'd use a strap.
It depends.
I gotta learn that shit.
It depends on what you're.
Russia with the motherfuckers.
Because my thing is like, right, if you're fighting, if it's multiple guys, I feel like wrestling and grappling is a bad idea because they're gonna kick you in the head.
If it's multiple,
you're gonna
for
get
sure.
Soccer kicked immediately.
You got an IP man and just knock him out.
But my thing is like, if you're fighting like
if
you're fighting like an Islam where Islam is hitting you with the hands, and if you decide to go to the ground, he's gonna kill you on the ground. Like, I feel like that's where you kind of want to be.
It's good to know.
It's good to know.
Definitely good to know.
All right, so. It's just not going to be a full wrap up, but it's just kind of like wrapping up 2024. I feel like we've all kind of said it, but I feel like this has been an amazing year, and for me, the moment of the year is crazy to think about.
One of the best UFC's years, for
UFC
sure.
300 had to be
300, man.
The moment of the year.
That was an amazing feeling. Like, I've never seen a card that stacked ever in my life.
I was like so prepared for it, and it was like the amp up for it. I was just ready for it, bro.
It was a phenomenal time, man. Like we were able to watch it here at the studio. It was like all the fights were crazy. The build up to it, the history you got out of like learning about like UFC's past, and just like the build up was phenomenal. Like, it was just like 12 out of 10. I was a big fan. Obviously, not every fight on the card like lived up to like you want knockouts and like finishes every single fight. That's not gonna happen, but it was still like a night of really great fights and
really good, entertaining fight. Though.
Oh, for sure.
Good cards.
2024, I think was a solid card. Or like overall, like I feel like you have the beginning of the year, you had some stacked cards. The middle, when you had the summer, you had that like fun of the International Fight Week, and then you had the fall that gave you UFC Noche, something that was brand new. They finished the year off with some pretty strong pay-per-views, and honestly, like, it was good, man. It was like from top to bottom. Like, if we're gonna rank this, if it was a UFC card from early prelims at the beginning of the year all the way to the main event at the end of the year, it was 2024 was fire, bro.
It was fire, bro. I can't complain,
and I can't wait for 2025. So one of the
Dana.
last questions I'm gonna ask you guys to wrap up this episode.
What's up?
What's the fight you want to see in 2025?
Oh,
2025.
I think we might all have a similar
Jones and Aspinall.
Bingo.
Jones and Aspinall. It has to be that.
That's the fight.
It has to be that.
That's the fight.
It has to be that.
Maybe we'll get Melvin on camera for that one. We'll see.
It has to be that. He knows what's up. It has to be that. But Jones is gonna.
I'm looking forward.
We'll see what the offer is. See if I'll show up.
Speaking of what the offer is, that's Jones's issue. He wants to get paid the bag for that one. He wants that crazy money.
I don't blame him, but it's like, bro, don't be like claiming. Well, he's still the champ, but it's like, bro, don't be claiming that belt when you already know.
Dude. Man,
someone
John
else is
Jones can ask
belt.
for whatever the fuck he wants.
So, but here's my thing.
He can,
you can, but don't hold that belt up and hold the division up. Because at this point, Tom Aspinall is the interim champion, and
but the belt itself has a price.
Do you think he's gonna fight somebody else? Like Tom is gonna fight somebody else and defend that belt before he fights John?
No.
I think so.
He's gonna hold out?
I think so because I feel like Jones is gonna wait.
I think they.
I don't think Jones is gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna fight soon.
I hope they fight in June.
I hope they fight soon.
I think that fight does happen in 2025 for sure.
No, for sure. But I hope it happens soon. But I can see Jones extending the fight.
I can too.
I can see Jones be like, nah, I'm gonna wait till like September, November. You feel me?
Good idea.
For him, it's a good idea. For him, for me as a fan that wants to see that fight, nah, bro. Fight him now.
But the thing with John Jones, he has everything to lose, and the only thing he gains is money.
Well, he has everything to lose, but it's like hold on to that rep because it's like
he beats Aspinall, and next year we're just like, all right, You just beat another person.
If he beats Aspinall, he
That's
has
his-
nothing.
that's his
to do.
argument.
Then once he beats Aspinall, then he can ask for Pereira.
But that's the thing is that like so for him he said this
He would have to
publicly.
drop down,
He
or
said
Pereira has to
Tom
move
is
up.
the hot thing right now. He's like, if I'm gonna fight anybody for my last fight,
makes
he's
sense.
fighting Alex
But
because
then
it's a bigger money fight.
But then again, it's not about hot thing right now. It's about he has that belt.
so here's the thing: is
You
this
have,
is what I'm
you
asking.
have to
This is what I'm gonna ask you.
clarify the belt.
Are we
there.
going off of like
Entertainment, or if
Entertainment?
we're going off of
rankings? Because that's genuinely
No,
what
no, no.
it
I
is.
think
If it's your
rankings-
last one, ranking, bro.
I think the rankings, but like in this
Then again,
case, it's
Aspinall
also
is-
entertainment.
Then again, Aspinall is
I will
hot,
say
bro.
for the fans that
Aspinall
watch
is
often,
dope.
Aspinall is the one that you want to
Exactly.
see because it's an exciting
For the
fight. And
fans that
but
watch often.
But you know
But
who
if
Aspinall
it's like
is.
for like to sell more tickets,
I think
I understand
is it
Pereira.
weird
But
that-
then again, Pereira, he would have to move up, or Jones would have to move down.
I don't. Is it
I
weird that
think
I'm
Alex
not like
moves
the
up.
biggest fan of fighters changing weight classes? 'Cause, like, especially ones that let's say they've been in
They're
this weight class.
comfortable with,
they're
yeah, exactly.
comfortable for a while.
Holding it down. I
Like-
feel you.
Like
If you want to hold down that belt for that weight class, fight Aspinall.
yeah.
If you really feel like, okay, I already got the champ, I'm the champ of this belt, and I want my last fight to be a really entertaining fight, cut your weight and fight Pereira.
Like I said though, I don't think he cuts the weight. Alex Pereira walks around 220 something.
I know, but
I know, but
Jones is
Jo-
way
Jones
bigger
can
than
do
him
it.
right now.
Jones can do it. If he's like, if that's what he wants his last fight to be,
him as
He
as
would
a
cut
light
down to
heavyweight
Pereira.
would be the most dangerous thing ever.
he's
If he was-
already the
I
most
know, even
dangerous.
as a heavyweight, because you think about the speed, like how much faster he gets again,
He-
how much
he-
lighter.
yeah, but that's the thing is that he spent so long to get to heavyweight. That's what I'm
know.
saying. Like I feel like for him
could
to
do
just
it.
cut the weight,
That's
it
what I'm
doesn't-
Bro,
I don't
just
see Alex.
imagine
he's also like
just
like,
imagine he has 6 months to cut down to
But
fight
I don't
Pereira.
think John Jones should have to cut it. He's John Jones. Pereira needs to make way for him,
No,
not
no,
the
no,
other
no,
way
no, no,
around.
no. Because if he wants to hold down the belt, it's like, this is the belt for this weight
Yeah,
class.
But like when you're John Jones,
this is
you
what
have
he-
all these fights. Who cares
I
about
get
the
it,
belt?
I get
know
it,
what?
but
This
this
is
is
the
what he
problem.
has
Talking
right
legacy.
now.
It's true, but like Alex had to go up 2 weight classes to get to
So-
John Jones.
So they're
And
both.
essentially,
It's like, do you
They're
really
both
want to fight him, or do you
37
really want
years
the
old
belt
right
for that
now.
weight class?
So they're both, I would say, they're both 37 years old right now. They're both in their second half, I would argue, of their career, if not almost the end of their careers for the most part. Alex seems to be a little bit more spry in his step. So again, I would say it makes more sense for Alex to move up. Again, Alex
wouldn't
is
make more sense
Alex is
for
like
him.
6'2", 6'3", walks
Sorry.
around 220, 230. For him to just build up, let's say you want to fight in September, November, let him get a couple months of just like working on casually gaining the weight and building his strength up, and let him fight at heavyweight. That makes more sense than to have John, who
It does,
took
but I don't
a few
wanna,
years.
I don't
want to
wait till September.
But that's the thing is that at this point he's waiting for FU money, and if he's not getting FU money, he's not gonna fight. And then at that
But to
point, they fought it. He fought in November. So if he waits all the way until November, that's a year again that we're gonna
But
see.
it's like,
without
do you
him.
want the bag or do you want the belt? If you want the bag,
No,
if you
but
want, if you want the bag,
at the end of the day, they're prize
if you want the
fighters.
bag, John Jones got to cut down. If you want the
John
belt,
Jones is not cutting down.
then he don't want the bag as bad.
as bad, but like him wanting the belt.
Dana White's gonna make this fight for the
Because,
bag
because he
regardless.
already has the belt.
Dana said that him versus Tom is next, but I don't think that
It's next.
necessarily
It's
will
next
happen.
for that weight class.
Yeah.
it's next for that.
Real quick, and then I'll shut up.
You good? What's up?
49-0, Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Who'd he fight for his last fight, the big money fight? 50-0.
Wasn't it?
tell you.
Wasn't it McGregor?
Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
When a million other contenders for the
Yeah,
belt.
it was
He
McGregor
took the
because
big
it
money
was-
fight.
it was
He's still
the
fighting
bag.
for big money though.
Yeah, those are amateur. Those don't count.
That was an exhibition,
It's
though.
exhibitions,
exhibitions,
exactly.
those don't
Yeah,
count.
not for his like actual title. For the 50-0, he fought McGregor for the bag. But
And
at
but
that
I see
time,
John Jones
at
doing
that
the same.
time, at that time, I remember there was someone else that he was able to fight, but it was a bigger bag to fight McGregor.
That's why.
No, but to be fair, like him going for the belt and fighting Tom Aspinall is going for the bag.
No,
Yeah, I know
because
Alex is a bigger, might be a bigger.
it
bag.
is a bigger
So,
bag.
Like,
Again, you have
he
to-
has a lot of leverage on this fight right here.
You gotta
He
remember.
does.
You gotta remember.
Pereira's
that
a
they
bigger
get-
bag,
it's-
but for the
yeah.
belt, he technically has the belt right now.
I would say
They both have the belt, but it's like who wants to like
I think the people want to
claim
see
it?
this get clarified? Because you've been ducking them.
You got to remember, we're talking money, we're talking stats here. As the champs and as the level of and the caliber of star they are, they get paid a big bag to show, a big bag to win. They get pay-per-view points. They get cut of who comes in through that door and everything.
Everybody's watching.
Alex is the bigger. Alex is the bigger fight.
Everybody is,
Alex
but
is the
Alex
bigger
is a
fight.
bigger fight. That's
is a
why
bigger
Alex
fight.
is
Alex
the bag.
is the one that'll get you.
Currently, Alex is the bag. So if he wants the bag sooner, he has to cut down to get to Alex. If he doesn't want that, he already has the belt right now.
If I was
technically,
him, I'd fight Tom Aspinall. Clarify the belt situation.
but then you're doing 2 fights. But then again, it's like, do I want to jeopardize my record? Technically undefeated, when even though there was like that one fight when it was like, he lost because.
But even
of
then,
that.
people are like, "Oh, you should get that overturned now that 12-6 is allowed."
Yeah, but it's allowed now. It wasn't allowed then.
It wasn't allowed back then.
But then again, it's like, do you want to jeopardize your record when technically you already have the belt as heavyweight right now? So I can either fight Aspinall and like claim it, like, yo, I'm a retire heavyweight champ. No one can touch me, and beat Aspinall if he does. Or
that's a tall
if he
task.
does, which is tough because Aspinall is a fucking monster.
Yeah.
Or it's like, I'm already comfortable in this weight. I want the bag, and I want my last fight to be a bang. So if I want to fight Pereira, I need to cut down to fight Pereira because Pereira is not going to move up as quick as I can move down.
If Pereira wants the money, he'll fucking move
I
up.
think Pereira can go up easier than he can go than John.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so.
Because he
I think so.
He spent like how many years he spent trying to become a heavyweight?
But then again, it's like Pereira is skipping Aspinall for him to fight Jones.
No, I'm talking about after Aspinall.
I know, but
he shouldn't have to cut weight.
Pereira is gonna have to fight Aspinall to fight Jones.
Well, this is where we get into the conversation of like, is it ducking or is it just a smarter business move? If you're like,
Smarter business move for sure.
I have one fight left. I don't really care to keep going. I
Smarter
have one
business
left.
move.
I just want to make the
But
most money possible
also ducking.
and walk
he
out that
thinks
door.
about his legacy the most.
It's also ducking.
Dana
It's a
White
bit of both.
Already claimed what he
I feel
claimed.
like
You know what I'm
the
saying?
amount of
Dana's
nut
White's
hugging
like,
Dana
yo,
White does, the legacy is
Aspinall
secured.
has the
Like,
belt.
He can. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. Either guy he fights, John Jones loses, he is still greatest of all time, one of the best,
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore fighter, and anybody will
Definitely
tell you
Mount
that.
Rushmore, but one of the
So
greatest if he loses.
I just feel like it's not
because whoever knocks him out is
not because
Nah,
even
nah.
then I feel like the MMA math.
That's like when Iverson crossed up old Jordan. It's like
it's the same thing. Like people are gonna be like, oh, but that was a
Definitely.
37-year-old John.
Jordan is one of the greatest, and also Iverson is one of the greatest.
Nah, Jordan and Iverson are not in the same fucking conversation.
I don't know, bro.
Jordan-
AI, bro.
AI is great, but like Jordan is like
Nah, bro.
the GOAT. Like,
Yeah.
everything stops.
It's not
for-
even close.
Yeah,
So somebody said it, they were
I'll
like-
put Kobe there.
I feel he's up there.
Kobe's up there, bro.
They were saying like on the All NBA 75 list, everything stopped when Jordan came in. That's when you know like this is the GOAT. Cause yeah, the camera, everybody was like,
That nigga walked in like Prince,
But then again,
even the GOATs.
I get
like,
you.
But then again,
stop
Bird,
everything, like,
Bird
the GOAT
gave
did.
Jordan the most work, and Jordan was only the GOAT because he had Pippen. Let's be real.
Nah.
Let's
No,
be
hold
real.
on. I'm gonna stop. I
Let's
need to
be
invite
real.
him. I need to
Let's be
invite him
real.
to 806 the show so we can teach
Let's
him.
be
a
real.
lesson.
Jordan,
Teach him a lesson.
Jordan was dropping.
Jordan's
30
look
30
at Jordan's
points a
run.
game
Look at
before
Jordan's run
Pippen.
without
Juan,
Pippen, bro.
I'm gonna give you back your show.
It was
we'll
an
talk about
amazing
this
run,
a little
I
bit
love
later.
this so much. I love
Jordan
the
is
crossover.
definitely one of the GOATs. He's definitely the
Of course,
GOAT.
you can't win by yourself.
Everybody's kicks. Everyone got
LeBron
J's.
needed like 4
You feel
niggas
me?
to win a fucking championship. but,
Yeah,
like,
LeBron, he be making his own
asking
team.
him the DJ Bofka set of questions would be crazy.
I'm telling you, bro.
just don't
put
see
you
why-
I feel like you'd be very upset
me-
at some of the answers.
to me-
Pippen averaged 17. Let's be real.
But I'm saying,
Like he
Jordan
was a
wouldn't
great
be where
player.
he's at without
Of
Pippen.
course, you need a team to be your champion.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Jordan is still the GOAT, but
But his numbers were crazy without Pippen.
Nah, his numbers were better with
2024 was an amazing
No, he
year
was
in
winning
MMA.
more.
Pippen. Yo, this is fucking uneducated MMA, bro. Come check us out, bro.
2024 was an amazing year in MMA, guys.
2025.
Thank you guys for tuning in
Keep
to
an
this
eye.
episode.
This shit's popping.
Before we end,
Yeah.
couple of housekeeping notes. We will be having some more guests this year. Once again, I will repeat, if you want to be a guest on this show,
Except
DM me.
you, but the other person,
Uneducated
yeah,
MMA.
you can come through.
We'll book it. We'll have you on. We'll talk that talk. Another thing to note, we will be trying to publish more episodes. I think at this
Let's
point,
get it.
you two, I don't think I can qualify you guys as uneducated. You guys are becoming degenerates just like myself. I think we can start including a fight night here
Bro,
or there.
the way I be saying these names, uneducated.
Uneducated.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'll
get you.
never be able to pronounce
The
it
boys are
correctly.
gonna film
You get
a
better.
vlog
You get
out of
better.
Dagestan sometime
I'm gonna
this summer.
give
We're
you
gonna
props.
take a flight out. We're gonna go train with the Dagestanis up in the mountains.
I gotta hear the names more.
Yeah, check our fit on the next episode.
No facts, but right. But for sure, guys, I want to just say thank you to everybody that's been tuning in this
Thank you,
year.
thank
This is
you.
the first year of Uneducated MMA. Will not be the last year of Uneducated MMA.
You already
We've
know.
had a blast. We've had a lot of great episodes, a lot of great guests, a lot of good laughs, a lot of great moments, and I can't wait to make more with you guys in 2025. Obviously, these two. Shout out to you guys for hopping on this episode
Yes,
with
yes.
me, getting on these mics and just talking
You're
that
the
talk about
greatest
the
host,
MMA.
man. We appreciate
This has
you,
been
bro.
a great time, and I can't wait to keep it going. 2025 is going to be
Yo,
a
show
great
some love
year.
in here. We're gonna send some packs to a random fucking, follower, man. Keep
I'm
tuned.
with that. I'm with that. We'll send you guys some cards. Yeah, like,
Yes,
share,
sir.
follow, subscribe, and we'll the people that like really tune in. Like, I
We
just
got
want to
you.
say
We
thank
got
you.
you.
We're gonna take care of you guys. We want you guys to be at a community. We want this to be a
100%.
space where everybody could just kind of talk about whatever it is when it comes to MMA. The whole idea of Uneducated MMA is we are all either casuals all the way up to the degenerates. I want to be able to have a space where everybody's able to talk about this and have a great time, because whether you're a local MMA fighter or a boxer, all the way up to you're a professional, I'd love to be able to get to speak to you and get to the fan connection and just kind of build this community. It'd be dope.
Yeah.
So from
Because as men, you know what I'm saying? Life. We're supposed to love fighting.
Getting deep.
You know what I'm
There you go,
saying?
there it is.
We are warriors on this earth.
Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and act like the
Warriors.
sport we're talking about is some plaything. Like we're watching
Nah,
people
nah.
get put to sleep. Shout out She
Dude,
Mink.
It's life
Shout
or
out
death
She
right
Mink.
now.
Shout out She
It's life or death right now.
But anyway, everybody, from Uneducated MMA to you, Happy New Year.
Happy
Shout
New
out
Year.
2024. Let's go 2025. We out.
Yeah, yeah.
Peace. Chama.
Chava.
Deuces.
I like it. I like it.
12 out of 10. 12 out of 10.